Love it. It's a great experience, great city, great food.
You had fun party last night?
I did
What about New Orleans? Have you been here before?
when I was really little, but I didn't get to, really see it. I don't really remember much of it, so.
Okay. So have you had a chance to explore anything while you've
I
been
have. We went to Cafe Du Monde,
here?
had the
Okay.
beignets, went to Bourbon Street, so we got to see a lot of
What
it.
do you think about beignets?
Oh, the
One
best.
of the guys asked me last night, because I'm from here, if I eat beignets every day. I was like,
That's
well,
funny.
you think you would eat them a lot if you lived here?
Probably, yeah, probably about 4 or 5 times a week for
Four or
sure.
5 times a week. Have you been to the Superdome before?
No, it's my first time in the Superdome.
Where are you from?
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Orlando. Okay. When did you start playing football?
Started playing football when I was 10 years old. Yes, ma'am.
Cool. What is your major?
I'm a marketing major and logistics, double major.
Okay, nice. So what do you plan to do after graduation?
I'm looking to get into medical device sales. Hopefully, to use my marketing major. I think I like that better than logistics. So,
Okay, cool. What year are you in?
I'm going in my senior year.
What's your favorite class?
Uh,
Maybe in all the years.
I'd say the professional selling class, honestly, is probably the most fun. It was just easy to talk to people, you
What
know.
about the least favorite?
Least favorite, probably like biology or what was that? Some math class.
So what do you like to do in the off season?
In the off season, well, in Statesboro, Georgia, it gets pretty hot, so a lot of times we go to the pool and hang out, and after a tough workout.
Yeah, do you do any fishing or
Yeah, sometimes.
something like that?
I haven't been hunting, but we go fishing sometimes.
Cool. What position did you play in high school, and do you play the same position now?
I played linebacker in high school. I played running back all the way up until then, and so I never thought I'd be playing college football as a linebacker, especially when I transitioned. But yeah, I've been playing linebacker now for about 8 years.
Okay, so what do you think is the toughest part about playing your position?
You just got to know the whole defense. You got to know what the D line's doing, what the DBs are doing, and everybody's got to be on the same page. You got to make sure, as a linebacker, you're like the general of the defense.
So is the linebacker like the quarterback of the defense?
Yeah, yes, sir, yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. What made you decide that you wanted to go to Georgia Southern?
That's easy. When I went on my visit, met all the players. It felt like home. And I visited a lot of different places, and I just felt like when I was there, even though it was small and there wasn't much there, and they were building it at the time, I just knew that big things were going to Georgia Southern, and it was worth it.
I'm John
How's it going?
Reddit.
Nice to meet you.
So the defense last year returned everyone, but this year pretty much everyone's being replaced in the front seven.
That's right.
What's it been like becoming a new leader with no one in front of you that has experience, no one beside you that has experience starting a full season?
It's been good. The offseason's been really good for those guys. It's good that we're getting Todd Bradley back. He got hurt last year, I think the fourth game of the season, fifth game. And so it'll be good to have him back. He's going to be really good. We've got Logan Hunt and Darius Sapp coming back, and they'll be big up front. But really, those young guys, the linebacker, they're really bought in, and we got some really good, they got a lot of talent, and I know that they'll be stars.
And the offense moving sort of back to the option with their new offensive coordinator hire. Has there been kind of a shift in defensive philosophy, having to go up against an option again?
Oh yeah, yes sir. And in practice, we got to practice playing the option, but it's pretty rare in the Sun Belt Conference. Not many people run the triple option, so we know how to stop it. And it's just assignment football, but at the same time, we got to be able to prepare for what other teams are doing too.
Is there any added challenge that your team does run the options that you can't really go up against somebody that's running an air raid?
Well, we get pretty good looks from the offense as well, doing both. It's really just we show them the cards and they do what they got to do.
And then becoming a leader is always an interesting experience. Has there been that kind of voice in the back of your head every time you do something, go out on a Friday night, something like that? To
Definitely.
make sure that you are the best person you can be?
Definitely. Being a football player in Georgia Southern, there's not much there in Statesboro. Besides the football team really made Statesboro. So we really represent all of Georgia Southern every time we go out, and so we got to always be on our best behavior and make sure that we're setting a positive example for everybody that sees us.
And then finally, with so many new additions to the front seven,
can give you a couple, honestly, especially at linebacker. You got Todd Bradley, Rashad Bird. In the secondary, obviously, we got a lot of guys that are coming back. Josh Moon, and then Randy Wade at D-line, defensive end. I'm really excited to see what they do. Sir, appreciate it.
Okay, back to my list. So what number do you wear, and is there a specific reason why you wear that number?
I'm number 34, and the reason is because I was given that my freshman year, and I wore it when I was in 7th grade, and I just figured I'd make a name for myself with 34.
Stick with it.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite part of the game day routine that your team goes through?
Georgia Southern's got a lot of tradition, a lot of history, and I think my favorite part is that we go on these old yellow school buses and we drive around and take the old bus route that they always took before the new facility. And that's probably my favorite because that's where everyone starts to lock in, get their mind right, and you know, there's just a lot of tradition that goes down on that bus.
So y'all take yellow school buses.
We,
More about that.
so,
Go to the stadium?
yes, ma'am. So it's kind of back before we had the new facility. They used to be over kind of far away from the field, and so they get on these yellow school buses that Irk Russell bought, that they got back when he was the head coach there.
Okay.
And so to keep the tradition, we still take those yellow school buses, call them the Yellow Dogs, and what we do is we get on them at the facility. They drive us over to the old route, and we just keep going around. And then once we get to a certain spot, that's where you know, we got a little tradition there. And then we pass Greek Row. They got their little tradition thing, and then we get back to the stadium, and there's the Eagle Walk, and we kind of go through and get to, you know, high five all the fans and get to see all of Eagle Nation.
What's going on, Chris?
How's it going?
I'm Brooks from the Arkansas Democratic.
Nice to meet you.
So I cover the Arkansas State.
Okay.
You know, just about last year, you guys, I think, 5 turnovers you guys forced on. You guys got 3 points out of that. Was that frustrating at all?
Of course, yes, sir. It was frustrating, but you know, it's a team sport. So at the same time, when the offense is struggling, you got to continue to be there. So we shouldn't have given up any points. That's how I look at it. Doesn't matter that the offense didn't score. It's still our job at the end of the day. They don't score, they don't win. So it's frustrating, but at the same time, you know, you gotta just keep pounding, keep grinding.
And hearing the commissioner talk about the state of the conference and talk to your coach and some others, to be in a position like the American Athletic Conference has had 2 people go to the New Year's Six Bowl. Is that kind of the goal here?
Oh, definitely. Yes, sir.
What's that like in perspective?
I mean, you just gotta. I try to look at it like you got 12 one-week seasons. That's the best way to look at it. And then every week you gotta, you know, that's your championship game, and I think that's the best way to look at it. And we always talk about focusing on the root, not the fruit. And I think that you just gotta take it one game at a time, and all your hard work will pay off eventually.
Yeah, well, I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
What is it like to play for your head coach?
It's good. I like playing for Coach Summers. He, you can tell he cares a lot about the team, and I mean, we're his family and he's our family, and I think that he wants to be in Statesboro, Georgia, and that's perfect. I mean, he's a perfect fit. How's it going?
Marcel Pugh, Sports Inquirer. Yeah, so Chris, just how's y'all season been going overall for the team, especially on the defensive end? Obviously, last year was disappointing, but has that just provided some extra motivation coming into this year?
Oh, definitely. Yes, sir. We've got a chip on our shoulder that I think we needed, and so, I mean, right now we're out there to just prove everybody wrong. We were picked 7th in the Sun Belt, and so that's definitely motivation. And I think the entire spring, it was probably one of the best springs I've had since I've been there. As far as the team, I think we were all locked in, and just that chip on our shoulder really has got us focused.
Coach talked about it, and I just talked to Wesley about the standards at Georgia Southern, where every player knows coming in the high standards. What is that like dealing with it, and does that just provide not necessarily extra pressure, but extra emphasis on trying to get back to winning seasons and becoming a postseason team?
Georgia Southern's always been about big team, little me, and you know, that's a lot of what makes Georgia Southern successful is the blue collar work ethic, and that's really why I liked it so much. And so when you come into Georgia Southern, you got to be able to commit to the team, and just be ready to work.
How about you physically? You had a struggle with injury last year with the ankle. How are you physically healthy now? And
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and how good does that feel to be able to be on the field at 100% and be able to compete?
It feels great. It feels great to be back and being able to run, without hurting. And I was really excited because last year was really frustrating having to sit there on the sideline, and I just wanted to help my team, and I couldn't. So.
Yeah, so much is put on the offense and with triple option or spread and all that stuff, but just defensively, what are some things that you've worked on to try to get better as a unit to hold up your end as well?
Defensively?
Yeah, defensively.
Well, I think that we've come together pretty well this off season. We've got a lot of young guys, and at the same time, they're all just taking it all in. They're eager to learn, and I'm excited to see how they play.
And you talk about the younger guys. How have you helped them out being a senior player now?
Just got to coach them up. You tell them you got to be humble, and like I said, nobody's above the team, and so, like I said, they're all eager to learn, and they're excited to get out in the field, and that's it.
How's the team? I guess you literally have practice like tomorrow. That's when your camp starts. Just how excited is the guys to finally be on the field, be able to hit each other, and just prepare for your opening of the season?
There's a lot of excitement. Like I said, we got that chip on our shoulder, so we're eager to prove people wrong, and that's it. That's it.
Oh, were you done?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
No,
cool.
I mean, you can go ahead.
Oh, okay.
They're on a live stream, so we're just
Oh, okay. I'm good.
keeping people entertained in between.
Oh, I'm finished. Okay, thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
Good luck this season.
Thank you.
Okay, so your question? Okay. Who is your roommate on road trips, and what's that relationship like with that player?
I've had a few roommates on road trips. We do by position.
Okay.
So I've been roommates with Ironhead, Gallen. I mean, a lot of the guys in the NFL now, and I mean, just linebackers, and so we became really close. So it switches up pretty much every week. You never know.
So do you like that you rotate?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's good for us. I think just kind of,
Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite place to play at in the Sun Belt Conference
Georgia Southern.
outside of your home stadium?
In the Sun Belt Conference. I mean, I'm not saying I like Georgia State, but I'm saying it's cool playing in the Dome. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, who's your favorite football student athlete to watch in the Sun Belt? Let's say not on your team.
Not on my team.
Try that.
I've always liked Larry Rose. He's fun to watch. We watch film on him and stuff sometimes, and he played really well against Florida, and so I got a lot of respect for him.
Okay, what game are you most looking forward to this year?
App State.
App State?
That's the game I got hurt in.
What week is that?
I'm not sure. Like I said,
Circle?
I don't have it on the calendar circle, but for me, it's 1 week season. So right now I'm focused on Auburn, but App State's in the back of my mind. That's the game I got hurt last year, and I'm excited to go play them again.
Okay, so what is your specific game day routine? I guess before y'all get together as a group, what stuff do you work on?
Wake up, I just take a shower, just kind of feel fresh, and get all my stuff together. I just like listen to some music and try to stay calm and relaxed, and up until that game day point, or up until that first kickoff, I always try to stay calm and relaxed. The work's been put in, done all the film research, and I just feel confident in myself, and I'm calm and relaxed.
You got to start practice tomorrow.
Yes, sir, we do.
Which is almost a week and a half earlier than last year.
Mm-hmm.
With the longer preseason, do you feel like it's going to be a wear and tear on your body, or do you feel like the 3 days of practice every day is that something that's going to be probably good for a young team, as young as you guys are, to get those extra days in?
I think that it'll definitely be good to get the extra days in, but at the same time, I think that Coach Summers is really trying to look out for our bodies. He doesn't want us. I think that's the whole reason we're doing the 3 days on, 1 day off, is to keep our bodies fresh, so we don't feel like we're run down by week 2. And so at the same time, camp is camp, but we got to go into it with a positive attitude, and that chip on our shoulder right now is really just going to motivate us.
Two of your running mates from last year are now in NFL camps, so you're kind of like the elder statesman now. You got a lot of young pups there at linebacker. have you talked to them about what's the expectation? Obviously between Marcus and Ironhead, almost 200 tackles. You guys, there's some big shoes to fill. Have you
Definitely.
talked to these guys about what's expected of them?
I think they know. They know the guy. I mean, we watched film on them, and the guys. I mean, Ironhead and Marcus. They flew around. They flew around all over the field, and I think that they understand what it means to be a linebacker at Georgia Southern. The last 4 years, we've had Edwin Jackson, Antoine Williams. I mean, there's a lot of tradition going on. And I think that we've got guys that will be great one day.
And then kind of you go against it every day. You went against it in the spring. What's the biggest difference in the offense this year from what you've seen in spring to last year? Is it back to the triple option of being a pest for defenses?
Oh, definitely. I mean, triple option, you got to do your assignment. And I think that the biggest thing this year is the attitude. The attitude is just better. I think that during the triple option, you got to be disciplined and you got to be tough. And I think that we've got some offensive linemen right now, Tommy Boyden, Ryan Northup, they're going to step up and I mean, they're going to take control. And I think that that'll be big.
Now, somebody who goes against them every day, as opposed to the fans who probably just see you guys on game day, so I mean, this is a new off. What do you say to the fans who are like, is the triple option back?
Is the triple option back?
After seeing it, can you assure?
Oh yeah, triple option's back. We went against it every day in spring, and we practice against it every single day. And I think we got the right people in the right places. Tight end Ross Alexander, Ellis Richardson, and I think that it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting.
Now for you, I know you dealt with the ankle injury last year. How frustrating was that just to not be able to shake it off, to be able to really come back? Because I know you played late in the season, but you weren't even 100%.
I mean, I was practicing, but it was painful, and I wouldn't have been able to be, helpful on defense. I was just slow and just it was very frustrating because I wanted to be out there helping my team, and it's tough when you're out there, you're sitting on the sideline, you can't do anything, and the team loses. It's like, what can I do to help? And so you just got to be a good teammate and root for the guys in front of you.
You being one of the few seniors, there's 8 on the roster here, very young team. What is your leadership role going to be this year?
You got to step up. You got to step up, be vocal. The good thing is too, we've got a lot of young guys that are stepping up to be leaders. Shy Wertz stepped up big time in the off season, and is a leader. Josh Moon, Jay Bowdry, these guys, R.J. Murray, it's good to have him back. And so I'm really excited. We've got a lot of leaders on the team. It doesn't have to just be seniors because we've got so few, so we need everybody.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.